Hello, you're listening to Hibs Talk. I'm your host as always, Gav. Joining me on this week's episode was Dave, Stephen and Liam. And on this week's show, a bit more laid back show this week, we had a look at some of our favourite Hibs kits and some of our least favourite Hibs kits as well. We had a chat about stadiums and some of the best stadiums we've been to. And we also had a chat, with all the stuff going on just now, let's face it, a lot of us were missing the pub. So we had a chat about 4 people from either football related or Hibs that would love to go for a pint with. So we'll have a chat about that. But starting off today, I was asking how the guys were getting on with their isolation. What have you been getting up to with your time?
Playing Call of Duty, painting, and just watching shit on Netflix.
Anything good on Netflix?
Tiger King.
I was hearing about that. Apparently it's nuts.
Nah, it's not real. See if it was like a film, like a fictional film, it'd be the worst film I've ever seen. It'd just be like, you think it was just so unrealistic, but the fact that it's like a documentary, real life thing, the folk are just mental, man.
Aye.
It's good.
And Liam, you're working from home. How are you finding that?
Struggling, like.
Aye.
Not doing anything, like. It's difficult, but what else can you do apart from pump Dave on FIFA every other day?
How have you been finding it in terms of you say that you're hardly getting much work done and stuff? How are you finding it being in the house all the time? Quite difficult, I can imagine.
It's productivity is low, to be honest, mate. It's difficult to get motivated to get out of your bed in the morning to go through to the room and start working, to be honest.
And Stephen, obviously we spoke a couple of weeks ago about the fact you're NHS. How are you finding work just now?
No, it's pretty shit, like. Just get on with it.
Aye.
Something else I've got to get out of my cake, Gav.
No of us can just sit about and paint and be up playing our Xbox.
Well, I'll have you know, last week was annual leave for me, so I wasn't actually.
So you were meant to be off anyway.
Yes, so this week I've got a lot more shit to do in the house, like training and conference calls and that too. So
sell me some shoes, Dave.
No, I like all my shoes. I've got 3 different colours of green gazelle.
How often do you wear them? I just look at them.
No,
how have you guys been getting on without football the last few weeks? That's obviously a lot of people struggling without that at the moment. What have you been doing to get your football fixed while the football's been off?
Tell him what Liam done to you yesterday.
Yeah, tell him, Dave.
well, Liam's got dodge internet, so he beat me.
Oh, so do I.
He beat me on a laggy FIFA game. A wee bit of FIFA, watching Martin Boyle play Twitch, and what else have I been doing for my football fix? No, nothing really, to be fair. Try to just stay away from it, because I'm kind of bored with like Sky Sports News and that, because it's just, they're not really doing anything, so.
What about yourself, Stephen? I know you've sort of been playing Football Manager a lot. How's your Football Manager save
That's
going?
pretty much it, mate. Beat Real Madrid 6-2 yesterday with Hibs. And then I got beat 4-1 off the Atletico today. So, that's it. It's all done.
What about you, Liam?
Just playing FIFA, mate. I downloaded Football Manager when it was free, and then I forgot that I had it, so I've only been on it once. I'm not
Football
paying
Manager, fucking
40 quid for it.
Why are you not a fan of Football Manager, Dave?
Well, I'm shited at to start with, but it's just. See, anybody goes anybody, and always, every time I hear a conversation with somebody that plays Football Manager, they go, won the Champions League with Dunfermline. And I'm like, I did, yeah. Like, I just didn't care. Do you know, I think everybody always wins European Cups and that with just shitey teams.
I've not won.
I won the league in my first season with fucking Hamilton. I'm not it's a lot of shit.
I didn't get it. It frustrates me when I hear folks say that, because I've never done anything like that. I think I won it once with Man City in like 2000 Football Manager 2009, and that's about it. And Man City had loads of money, so aye.
Can never be asked about the training and all that.
Aye.
Like, always skip right through the start when it's like, meet your team, and I just want to sign a player, and end up wasting all my transfer budget and finishing bottom of the league.
I was going to say, I don't think I ever played a second season.
I did finally get FIFA 20. Took me ages to finally get it, but I finally got it. And first signing in my career mode, I signed John McGinn for Chelsea. Player of the season so far.
For Chelsea?
Aye, brilliant signing.
The fact that you went Chelsea is bad enough, Gav.
It's a question of choice, to be fair.
I'm Leighton Orient at the moment at FIFA.
Any good signings?
I signed Scott Tiffany from Livingston. He's been up to an 80 rated. He's fucking rapid, by the way. Class, and I signed wee Dembele from Celtic. The wee guy.
Oh, is he in the game?
Aye.
So
they're in my team.
We got tagged in this thing, which was somebody challenged us to do it. 4 people that you've had an emotional connection with through football or something like that. Can't remember exactly what it was. So we thought we'd twist it slightly because obviously with people, we're all stuck in the house and now we can't get to the pub. We're all missing the pub. So we thought we'd have a chat about 4 ideal people from football and Hibs that would like to go for a pint with. So Dave, start with yourself. Who's your first person you choose to out of all the people that played for Hibs, past and present, and anybody else in football that you'd love to go for a pint with?
My first one would probably be John Hughes.
Aye, he's on my list as well. Why are you going for John Hughes?
He seems a laugh. And I was listening to a Ferry Open Goal documentary, and they were talking. He was talking to Billy Brown, and Billy Brown says that Yogi just always he's up for a laugh, and whenever he has a drink, he basically just wants to take his clothes off. And I didn't want to see John Hughes naked. That's not what I wanted it, but it just seemed like that's just it would be a fun guy.
Anyone else got John Hughes on the 4?
No.
Nah, I've got him as well.
Boring bastards.
I mean, I know that he wasn't exactly tremendously successful as a Hibs manager, but he was one of my favourite Hibs managers. Just the fact that he was so passionate and so you could tell he loved having that job. And I always sort of think he was done a bit unfair when he lost his job. But that's just my opinion, I guess. But no, brilliant guy. I think it'd be a great laugh. Stephen, who's on your list for going for a pint with?
Stanton.
Sam Stanton.
Why do you want
Sam
Sam?
Stanton.
Why do you want to go for a pint with Sam Stanton, Stephen?
Pat Stanton.
Can you expand on why you went for him?
Plenty of stories. Obviously, the night at the whatever the fuck it was called. What was it called?
The night with Pat Stanton.
The night with Pat Stanton. No, I'm in the venue, but fuck it. I think plenty of stories to come from him. Genuine guy. Met him a couple of times and loves a night in the casino as well. So that suits me down to the ground.
So you said you'd end up in the casino after a few pints in the pub.
Obviously, standard.
What about yourself, Liam? Who's top of your list?
For the sheer entertainment factor, it's got to be Jason Cummins. The boy's an absolute nutter. I think it would just be a total laugh to go out with him.
Dave, your face has reacted to that?
It maybe would have been but I've went off him because he played with Rangers. So.
Oh, grow up, Dave.
Never. I will always be that bitter. Fuck it.
That's cum dog.
Take it.
It's cum dog, though.
To be fair, there was a lot of great stories with Jason Cummins in this time there. I mean, one of my favourite ones was with HTC with Grado when he was in wrestling gear. Dave, why have you got a photo of Pac-Man? And I mean, you do realise it's a podcast, and there will be people listening to just the audio. And when they see you holding up a photo of Pac-Man,
that was for use. It's not a photo; it's a cushion. I've got Pac-Man cushions.
Right.
What age are you, man?
Fuck off, Liam.
So
I'm coming for Dave today, like.
I bet you don't use with like any cushions.
I don't have any Pac-Man. I've got a normal grey cushion.
No. What age are you? 90. Yeah, that is Potter, by the way. Ooh.
So who
Top
else is
notch.
on your list then, Dave? Run through the rest of the list for us then.
I'm not going to lie, Gav, I didn't write anything down, so I just picked John Hughes off the top of my head there. So how many are you wanting? 4?
Ideally, aye.
John Hughes, Martin Boyle, because he had a big bender after the Scottish Cup and looked good fun. Derek Riordan, because he'd get his free pints in his pub, but probably got us chucked out his pub. And then the last one, 4th person, pick somebody interesting.
We'll come back to
Pick
you.
somebody. No. All right, we'll go. Perfect. Come back to me.
Stephen, who's the other 3 on your list then?
Boyle for the same reason as Dave. Riordan, because he's probably the only person that you could get away with singing Rudy Scatchell's a refugee. And Griffiths for singing Hearts Are Going Bust in the pub.
Fair enough.
Very, very anti Hearts one. I like it. I'm sure Pat Stanton would love that night out.
I'm sure he would.
Liam, what about yourself? Who are you going for?
I think I would go for Paul Slane because I think he would be a laugh with Jason Cummins. Probably Boyle as well because he's that. I mean, imagine that Boyle, Cummins, Paul Slane, and last one Maradona
Brilliant.
for
For getting the Charlie.
for whatever reason you want.
You guys have approached this differently. You guys are all going out on a bender, it seems like, and going out to get proper steaming.
Lashed.
Going out on the lash. I've went for a nice football discussion with
How fucking boring is that on a football podcast, eh?
I've went for John Hughes, John Collins, Sozzy, and then James Richardson, the guy who used to host Galazzo. I love James Richardson. I listening to the Totally Football show as well, and he's a really good host. So I've kind of listened to him a lot and tried to pick up some pointers for him along the way. So yeah, and he's bald as well, and he's got a beard, so he's got a good style taste as well.
So basically, Gav's going to Miller and Carter for a bottle of wine.
I think, especially if Sozzy's there, I think we'd be on the wine rather than the pints. But yeah, I'd love to. I can't believe none of you said Sozzy. It sounds like he's
Wine dined in 69 off Frank
went
Sozzy.
towards a lash rather than a nice football discussion.
I mean, if you have the choice, I'd definitely be going on the lash.
I think we're all missing it right now because of the whole situation at the moment and all being stuck in. But aye. So the next thing we were going to have a wee chat about was Dave. You wanted to have a wee chat about the football kits, your favourite Hibs football kits, and your least favourite football kits.
No, it was just because somebody brought it up in the chat earlier, and a few folk were saying different stuff, but we're just talking about some of the horror shows that you've seen over the years. And I said the worst Hibs one was the marathon bet one where they did the famous 5 top.
Oh, that was brutal. With the black socks.
Aye. It was a t-shirt to begin with. It was just like a shitey Nike template. I didn't like Nike at the best of times. And then it was a horrible colour of green. And then the red marathon bet, red and green should never be seen. So my granny says, so I believe my granny.
That was a stinker,
Aye, it was honking, eh?
I'm that in the red, white and blue away top.
I've got that one. I had that on.
I know you do. It's fucking horrendous.
I like that one. I like that. I've been waiting ages for a white top with green sleeves. Okay, you could moan about the marathon bet, but then the colours of that. But no, I really like that one.
But you've also got a Rangers top with Canberra on the back, so.
Aye, okay. Stephen, so would you agree with that? Is Dave mentioned that dark green one. Is there any other ones that come to mind in terms of bad Hibs kits?
Don't really know. There's been a few bad ones.
A couple of the Puma ones were broken.
Aye, the Puma one, the cup final, the 2012 cup final, that season, that Puma one was rank.
That was quite bad.
What kits have you not liked, Liam?
That one, the horrible one that we wore when we went down. There's been a few, like, I wasn't a big fan of the mint green one or the lilac one.
All the McEwen and Fraser tops were no nice.
Aye.
The McEwen and Fraser. The best
I
tops
can't-
have all been the Carlsberg ones.
Aye, that's true.
Remember the white Mackay one? The white Mackay one.
With the blue on the
2001.
front.
The logo that kept like scraping off. Like a
Aye.
big rectangle white Mackay.
I think that was the last time I was a full kit wanker. I had that whole strip.
I bet you did.
I don't think I've been a full kit wanker since then.
You still
But
wear
see,
it?
back then it was cool to have the whole strip.
Was it?
Aye, for playing fives.
Oh, in 2001, I wasn't playing fives.
You know.
I was just moving up for sevens. I was getting in the big goals.
Oh right, okay.
So
What was it? You said, Dave, you said about the Carlsberg stuff. Was it still Carlsberg when it was? Do you remember the green strip which had the white lines going down underneath the arms, and then had a bit of green bit under here, under the collar? It was I think what season it would have been. It probably would have been about 2004. I'll try and look it up.
I think it was because it was still
No,
like
white Mackay was then.
No, was
No,
that the one where the picture that's got like Gary O'Connor, Scott Brown, that, and they're all like walking down the road when they're showing off? I don't know.
That one's in the.
I'll try and find the picture.
that guy Stephen Dobie, Tam McManus.
Aye.
Aye, that's white Mackay, that one.
They're all.
No,
on
that's
training,
Carlsberg, that one, mate.
they're all on
Fucking
training top when they're
Carlsberg.
doing that one.
Is that?
I don't think like Lee
it's
Cox
Carlsberg.
would have done anything else apart from Carlsberg. Yeah. Hey Gav, cheers.
No, I can't,
Thanks, Gab.
I can't make that out. But no, that one. That's Carlsberg, guy. The one where Mixer came back was bleach blonde hair. That season. That was a brilliant one. I loved that one. That was one of my favourite ones. Because it was, we had the Carlsberg one before that, which obviously the 6-2 one and stuff, which was brilliant. But then it was a small step away from that, but still quite similar, and just little adjustments. I really liked that one. That's one of my favourites. There are a few crackers in the 90s as well.
I just thought another horrible one, that fucking lilac purple Puma number that who I think Victor Paulson when I think it.
Aye, the lilac one.
Aye.
Victor Paulson,
It was like purple with black shorts and black socks.
Aye.
Aye.
Just the wrong colour of purple, man. Just no good.
Reminds me of Sean O'Hanlon, that kid.
So nothing wants you to remember him.
Okay.
Sean O'Hanlon, the last player to score a winner at Pataudry for Hibs. That's an interesting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've got a Hibs signed ball there and it's probably got Sean O'Hanlon on it.
Aye.
Nice.
I can auction it off. If
I'll give you £1 for it.
Danny Handlin. He's banging them in. There's Liam Gray, Lewis Stevenson, Bonnie's
Liam
popped
Gray?
up.
Liam Craig.
Liam
Oh, right, I
Craig.
said Liam Gray.
So did I. Thought you said it. So I was like, wait a minute, what?
Bye. Anyway, I think that's Alan Stubbs.
It looks
That's
like it's a big. Yeah.
Is it just a mixing match then?
Dylan McGeoch. Oh no, this Liam Fontaine. Yeah, this is by Dom Malonga.
I'll swap you it from a Scott Martin top.
Have you got your Scott Martin one yet, Stephen?
Yeah.
Aye.
What is it?
Another room.
I've got a signed top.
Player by.
I've got a signed one from the year that we got beat in the cup final by the
You
next
want to
season's
mention that on
team.
the podcast? Come on.
By the time that we got beat in that cup final by that scoreline and all that.
You actually still got that? I'd have chucked that.
No, but it's by the team for the season after.
No.
What, the
it's
season
not that
that we
bad.
got beat 3-0 off of Celtic and relegated?
Aye, it's better anyway.
We got relegated.
And Scott Robertson and all that. Scott Robertson, the GOAT.
He's alright.
A decent player, but I don't think he was ever good enough for Hibs. I think we needed better. Hence the reason we got relegated and we never got promoted. Him in the team.
Fair enough. Close out from Wilson.
Just being honest. So, Dave, I mean, I know you said you didn't like Nike, and you said you're a big, for certain reasons, you're a big fan of Adidas tops. I don't know when the deal is up, but is that something you'd like to see Hibs do, step towards like looking at Adidas as a potential sponsor or kit maker?
That'd be the dream. I think everybody agrees. Even just the casual wear would be fucking class.
Aye.
And then I could go to the match with my green gazelles on with the 3 stripes on the sleeves of the Hibs tap day. Can you imagine? I'll not happen.
Back to being a full kit
In
wanker.
Aberdeen for ages, they've just got Celtic. I can't see them doing a third Scottish one. But
I've heard that we're still with Macron anyway. Macron have already brought up designs for the next season's kit. I saw it was like a video on YouTube. They were talking about it was one of the Hibs directors saying that Macron have already designed the next season's strip.
So still with
we
Macron.
could do what East 5 done and let the fans pick.
I agree, Dave. I think we should do a vote so we could decide on the away top for next season, so we can decide what the goalkeeper's going to wear.
And it would, exactly. And it would gear us on something today as well.
Decide what the goalie's going to wear.
I mean, I've moaned about this loads in the podcast, but Liam, what's your take on the goalie wearing the away top all the time?
It's just stupid, isn't it?
Aye.
It's stupid. There's a goalie top for a reason. I'm sure we've got a white and yellow goalie top.
Aye.
We do.
How can we not wear a yellow or white goalie top against any team? Why has it got to be fucking purple?
Like I remember, we played Livy and stuff, and the argument is like, oh, well, Hibs have got white sleeves, and so they can't wear the white one. And I'm like, well, why go for a white goalie top? And then you've got Livy in yellow, so the goalie's wearing the purple away top. Why not have a goalie top that's like all black or something, or a luminous pink? So
luminous.
I love. So another thing that we'd seen on social media was a lot of people talking about like last stadiums they've been to, first stadiums, etc. So Dave, I mean, you kind of lead on this. So what was the sort of the thing on social media? What you kind of seen?
No, just folks saying what's your best stadiums and last stadiums and shittest stadiums. And I was just sitting thinking, I was like, yeah, that's a pretty decent topic, I think.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about that, definitely. So Dave, why don't you start off then? What's the best stadium you've been to?
Best? The Bernabeu. Watched Ronaldo score a free kick. Do you ken? And here's a wee stato for you. Ronaldo had missed 51 free kicks in a row, something like that. And then I go to a Champions League game, and then what happens? He scores a free kick.
Who's that against?
Place was bouncing. Sporting Lisbon.
Oofed. His old team.
His old team and everything. But Real Madrid were getting beat 1-0, and I was like, this is going to be the shittest game I've ever, like, an anticlimax, because the whole place was, honestly, it was so quiet. For as big as it is, see when they were getting beat, there was it was silence. Like, you could hear a pin drop, and then they came back and 1-2-1, and it was brilliant. The atmosphere just switched. It was phenomenal.
That's class.
The stadium, it just goes up like that. Because the day before I had a stadium tour, because I went there for a conference with Adidas, and then so I got a ticket for nothing today, so it was even better. I like a wee bit of value. That's probably the best stadium I've been to.
What about yourself, Liam? What's the best stadium you've been to?
I went to the Nou Camp with my pals. We went on holiday to Barcelona for a few days, and we went just before we went. We bought tickets to go and watch them play Espanyol in the derby, and then when we were there, we got tickets to see them play Juventus in the Champions League like 2 days after. So we were more or less right up at the top at the stand, and it was class, like, because Juventus had like Dybala and all that playing. It's a couple of years ago, so Ronaldo wasn't there yet. Messi was playing, Dembele, Suarez, and all that. But the best thing was when we were up at the top and we were going out, there was a guy like a couple of blocks to the left of us walking down with a Hibs top on. It was class.
Brilliant. What about yourself, Stephen? Best stadium you've been to? I know you've been
You're
to
going to struggle to follow this, Stephen. You've got 2 Champions League matches here over in Spain.
I mean, you've been to quite a lot, even in terms of away days with Scotland and stuff. So surely there's one that's
Hope you didn't fucking pack that top, man. Embarrassing.
No. I'm trying to think though. Like, there's been quite a few good stadiums. San Siro for an Italy game, and a World Cup qualifier. That was back like 2006 though, so that was a while ago. Nothing. I don't think anyone would probably beat that compared to Bernabeu and Nou Camp though.
Yeah, that's 3 pretty iconic stadiums. So Gav.
Gav's choice, Motherwell.
I don't know about being at a game, but me and Stephen have played at St James's Park. So
we have actually, an empty St James's Park.
Still, you didn't have to say that, Stephen. You know, you could have left that bit out. Well, yeah. So I mean, played at St James's Park, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool stadium.
What was that for?
Stephen got it through.
I got signed through Coral when I was a big spender.
No, that was a pretty cool stadium. I never got into the stadium because it was closed, but when we went to Venice last year, we went outside the Venezia stadium, and I just sort of had a look about and stuff. It's a really old stadium. They're actually building a new one. That's 2021 or something. I think they're planning to get that open, but no, really interesting stadium, really old stadium, quite a bit different. So that was kind of cool, just sort of looking in and seeing that. So I do plan to kind of go back to that one. And I mean, obviously everything's up in the air now, but I'd also planned for my 30th to go back to Italy, but to go to Naples and go to a Napoli game. I love Napoli, so I was hoping this year for my 30th to go away and do that, but that's all up in the air with everything that's kind of going on at the moment in terms of when football's back and money's kind of obviously changed kind of at the moment, and obviously going abroad's a bit changed. So I mean, so on that, let's kind of have a chat about that. What stadium? If you go to one stadium you've not been to, what stadium would you go to? Stephen, starting with yourself.
Don't know. Probably
go Dave first.
I go.
Dave, what were you saying? What Stephen has to think about? If you could go to one stadium you've not been to for a game?
I would go to. I like Man United, but I've already been, so I'd probably go to Anfield. But I know that's a bit weird to want to go to Anfield probably Anfield or Dortmund's ground.
Dortmund's a good shout, yeah.
That's what just came into my head when you said Anfield. I was like, Dortmund would be a good ground.
One of the two, probably.
Aye. Although I wouldn't so how was Old Trafford when you went?
It was alright. It was awfully touristy. So it probably wasn't as good, and I'm saying that as if I'm criticising the fact that it's all tourists when I was one. But
Mum and Dad are Man United daft, and they'd always talked about going to New York for their 25th wedding anniversary, and they never did, and they went to Old Trafford instead for their 25th wedding anniversary, and they had so they went to the game and they were getting beat 2-0 by Tottenham at half time, and they put on, I can't remember what subs they made, but they basically went like 5 up top, and you had Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez, Berbatov all playing the second half, and Man United won 5-2. Tremendous game. They said the atmosphere, they said, was amazing. The football was tremendous. I think quite glad they ended up at Old Trafford rather than New York. So what about yourself, Liam? If you're one stadium you've not been to, but really would love to go to?
I've done the tour at Anfield, but I would love to go to Champions League at Anfield.
Hmm.
And that'd be class.
Aye. There'd be something special about. I'm not a Liverpool fan either, but there'd be something special about being in the Cop End for the second half of a Liverpool game, especially in the Champions League. That'd be really special.
Can I just say, Dave, you've done a cracking job at hosting this part. You're done leading it.
No worries, man. Anytime, I'm here.
So what about what's the worst stadium? Tynecastle, jokes aside, with their walking across the pitch and stuff.
Tynecastle is an absolute shithole. Like that. Oh, but Aberdeen's is pretty bad.
Aye.
Like you're standing and you've got like fucking dandelions in that at your feet because it's come up through the sand. You've got a roof above you.
Freezing cold from the no protection from the sea. There's a freezing cold with the wind.
Aberdeen's is pretty bad for being top flight. But I must say that, see, if I was them, I'd try and hold on to like that stadium as much as they could. Because see, new stadiums, I don't like new stadiums that much. See, like the big ball. Aye, they're fucking boring. See, like Arsenal, for example. Like
I was just about to say, like going for Highbury to Emirates was the worst thing that happened to Arsenal.
Aye, and then West Ham. Like, I bet you they'd take Upton Park back in a second.
Aye.
Aye,
they were very against that. So, Stephen, have you been to a game at Highbury? How is it?
Yeah, I went to Highbury. Like I had a season ticket when we were still at Highbury. Went for a season there, and then, but that was when I was like still under 16, and child season tickets were still only like 500 quid. But
What the hell? Did you stay in England?
No, just went down in the train.
Aye.
Every week?
Weird laddie.
Not every week, most weeks.
How does Emirates compare to that, Stephen?
Well, I wouldn't say it is anything. It seems more like Wembley. It's got like a Wembley feel about it now. Just it's updated. It's like a more modern Hampden.
What were you
So pretty shite.
What's the worst stadium that you've been to?
The Cowden Beef one. There was one time.
Aye.
It was absolutely fucking pissing it down the rain. And there's no cover, obviously. I think it was the first season in the championship that we had. And we're playing Cowden Beef away, and it was fucking pissing it down for the full 90 minutes. I was absolutely drenched. Football was shite. There's a massive fence in front of you. You feel like you're at like Boca Juniors game. It's brutal. So bad.
Well, one of the stadiums that gets to get a bit of stick for being kind of shite, but I quite like it. I think it's kind of got a nice sort of character to it, is North Berwick's stadium.
Ken, that was on the tip of my tongue, Gav, with that bloody hill.
That's one of the worst stadiums I've been to.
I think it's got a bit of character. I don't mind it.
The massive running track around it.
Okay, maybe I just had good memories about going to games with you guys, but fine, whatever.
Nah, Ayr United's really bad. Like,
I genuinely think there is.
Ayr United's alright if you're winning, and it's a good atmosphere.
It's like a public toilet, like brick wall at the entrance next to the turnstiles, and then that's
quite bad to fair.
It is shocking.
I mean, we played there. I think we won like 4-0, but we'd already won the league, and I just couldn't be arsed going. I was like, "What's the point?" I've never been more uninterested in Hibs winning a game 4-0 away from home.
No, sounds about right. Dumbarton, that's bad. You could basically just name every championship team when we were there. So.
I think Morton's one has got a bit of character as well.
I like Morton's one. Like, it's good when it's sunny
because of the train track at the side of
it. Aye. So yeah. Any other stadiums, Dave, that you can think of that's kind of class for worst? Aberdeen's a good one. You've got a good one there with the Pataudry.
And then it's got a porta cabin at the back that you have to. They're literally like portable toilets that they don't have like a permanent house.
Alloa's the same with that. They've just got a row of porta cabins.
Well, this is like one big. It looks like an office block, and then you go in and it's like just all like cubicles and that's.
Yeah, That's the same with our. Just
And
like
the
you go in.
food
just out the
station,
stand.
the burger vans that you get outside of Hampden.
So just to finish up, to kind of bring it back to Hibs, I guess obviously there's been a lot of talk about exciting times about what the wow factor when we go back to Easter Road next season. If that's still the case, obviously everything's kind of changing at the moment with finances and stuff. But what have you kind of seen? Like obviously, Dave, you said you've been to the Burnabout, Liam, Nou Camp and stuff. What have you guys seen? Just little things at stadiums that you go, you know what, I'd love if we could do something like that at Easter Road. What lot of things would you like to see at Easter Road?
Well, in fact, I was going to say I got beer at Real Madrid, but I didn't because I went and bought a beer initially, but then it was non-alcoholic because it was a Champions League night and you weren't allowed. So I had this fucking non-alcoholic pint, but probably, but I know you can get them on normal match days. I can just imagine sitting there with a pint watching like fucking Real Madrid do their shit would probably be quite cool. Imagine Bobby running down the wing and you're sitting with a pint.
I say that I've been absolutely, maybe it's just because the last few games have been over the winter months and stuff, but I can't think of anything worse than a pint at the football. I'd much rather have a nice Bovril or a cup of tea.
But
Nice vodka Bovril.
If you've already had a few drinks and that before you go in, you've already got, like, you're already warm because you've had a drink. So,
I guess. Liam, what would you like to see brought to Easter Road?
From the Nou Camp?
From anywhere, just in terms of something you've seen.
To be honest, mate, I can't mind much for the Nou Camp. Obviously, the big tellies are going to be decent, and I like the idea of the like the advertising boards between the tiers going to be like animated and stuff as well. They had that at the Allianz when I went to the Allianz. That was good. The Allianz was better for match day experience than the Nou Camp, if I remember.
What was
Had
that?
more, like there was loads of like tellies and that everywhere, like in the concourses, and loads of like food bits and stuff like that. And obviously had bevy and that, but you know, I think we should go for more. Instead of football stadium, we should go like proper American. Madison Square Gardens.
Aye.
Popcorn vendors.
Aye.
Foam fingers and all that shit.
Oh, I'm off for a foam finger. I think that'd be brilliant.
I would like a
that sounds
chippy.
really dirty.
Like a what?
A chippy. So like, hey, all your American shit, but then just hey, like a chippy, and then go up to them boy with a single sausage, or like
Dynamite chips.
you can imagine just a single football, a single sausage, and then or chips, cheese and curry. It'd be phenomenal, man. Oh, it'd be so good. That's what I want to bring. Pie roll. Anyway,
Stephen, final thing, what would you like to see? What have you kind of seen elsewhere that you'd like to be brought to Easter Road?
Open turnstiles. That'd be good. Games.
Say that again, the line broke up a bit there.
Just the turnstiles to be open, Gav. That's what I'd like for next season. Not asking for much. Not asking for much.
You just want the football back.
Just want the football back.
But no, I think that's why I was saying about North Berwick earlier on, because it's one of those. It's become not every season, but a regular thing in terms of the pre-season fixtures with going to there at North Berwick, and I think there's sort of like you play maybe a couple of weird friendlies and stuff, and you're like, okay, but then I just sort of think like that trip to North Berwick, it's like here, the football's back. You know, after the summer break and stuff, you know, they're like, yeah, the football's back. And then
that's just because you weren't the one driving, Gav.
One of the times.
Who was it that was in trial there? Oh, Jermaine Pennant.
Jermaine Pennant.
And then somebody shouted. That's probably one of my favourite shouts. Somebody shouted, "Jermaine, bet you didn't picture yourself playing here." And then he heard it and then just went round and just laughed.
That was the same game that Brian Graham had that penalty. That
missed the penalty. Aye.
Tremendous penalty. Aye. But anyway, that was a good wee chat about stadiums there. So let us know what you would like to see if you've seen anything done at other stadiums you'd like to see at Easter Road, and we'll so have a chat with us about.
And we'll bring it to Easter Road. Is that what you were going to say, Gav?
Foam
No, I was just gonna say, well,
fingers.
chat about it on social media. So I guess we're kind of getting towards what we'll keep becoming a bit of a habit at the end of the podcast. We'll start food talk. So this week, I thought we'd have a chat about biscuits.
You're opening a can of worms there.
I know, yeah. I mean, it can't get as bad as banana on pizza again. So,
Oh my god.
well,
love a
we're on the
biscuit.
podcast last week, so I want your guys' opinion on that first. What's your thoughts on this whole? I mean, Dave, I know you're a fan of pineapple on pizza, which is crazy enough. But what do you think? The spicy chicken and banana with brown sauce over a pizza.
I'm going to have to say that I'll be open-minded and maybe try it because
Nuts.
it doesn't sound horrendous to me.
Guys, Liam, what do you think? Banana on a pizza?
I've got 2 words. Grow up. That's my take.
Crazy. So biscuits. Dave, why don't you get started with biscuits? Why do you think this could be a can of worms?
Because I love a biscuit.
Mm.
But it depends what type of biscuits we're talking about. Are we talking about, is it in a wrapper? Or are we talking...
Let's open this up wide. Let's have a chat about loads of biscuits.
Right, best biscuit in a wrapper is a taxi. Mind them?
Don't know.
I'll start.
What, like individually?
Isolation, I'll be through the now and I'll slap you about.
I'd say Blue the Band's like the other way forward.
Nah.
No, absolutely no chance. They're like the rich tea.
I do like a timeout.
Nah, that's a poor man's.
You're crossing into a chocolate bar there, Liam. I'm not having a time.
A timeout is literally just a thin Blue the Band.
I'm not having it. I've had this debate before with my mates. I'm a fucking expert.
I think in terms of in a wrapper, I'd always go for a gold biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
They're overrated. Like, I think
Solid.
they're overrated.
Solid choice.
Penguins are good.
Papa always gives me the caramel wafer.
Aye.
Lovely.
I have to say I'd gone years without a caramel wafer, and then it was the Hibs Elgin, the Hibs Colts versus Elgin game. I think it was Elgin anyway. In the Challenge Cup, and went along that game, and you got a free wafer with it. I know it was brilliant. I was stopped at the shops and got a pack of 8 on the way home.
Good marketing.
So that's a test sensation. I'm having more of them, so I went and got more. 8. So in terms of if you're having a cup of tea, you know, getting away from like chocolatey biscuits in wrappers, what's the best biscuit to go with a cup of tea?
Are you opening it to coffee though?
If you want coffee, you can have coffee. But I was just
Empire biscuit.
You need Dunkin' Empire biscuit in your coffee though. Come on.
Clues in the name. Empire biscuits.
You wouldn't dunk it in your coffee though, would you?
You don't need to dunk it. It's
Aye,
to eat
but
with it.
having a biscuit with a cup of tea or coffee is all about the dunking and how it survives the dunk. You wouldn't dunk an Empire biscuits, Tiva.
And I know
I don't dunk biscuits.
I know we were getting into the habit of having one once a week, but still, Empire biscuits are more of a special occasion. I'm talking about a chilled out Sunday with a cup of tea.
We're talking about
Liam. What kind of biscuits do you go to?
I like the chocolate digestives with the caramel going for it.
Good choice.
And I also like the Fox's creams with it's like Oreos, but it's like butter flavoured biscuits with the cream in the middle.
Yes, man. Biscuits.
I could go for a couple of packets of them, without looking back.
The best thing about biscuits is see when you get the box of biscuits and it's got like the 2 tiers in it and it's like like it's got your shortbread, your cookies, your fucking, I don't even know what half the shit is, but that's a good Dunkin' box by
my mum and dad came round to the door, obviously social distancing, came to the door and sort of were standing at a distance. My dad was borrowing some hair clippers because he can't get to the hairdressers. And
what's he got in hair clippers off you for?
Why did you go hair clippers, Gav?
How do you think I keep it this bald? So he borrowed him, and they came around and they dropped off thing of biscuits at the door. M&S, a box of M&S biscuits. Brilliant selection.
Seems like a good swap.
I want
set
to.
of hair
I mean,
clippers.
I'm getting the hair clippers back, and I get a box of biscuits. Brilliant trade. I think I won that.
Nice. Happy days.
So, aye.
Where do you stand on Stroop waffles?
Oh, tremendous.
What did you say?
Stroop waffles.
What is that?
Do you ken what they are, Stephen?
No.
How do you
It's
explain
obviously
it, Gav?
some type of Tory
Dave-
biscuit.
It's
No,
the,
mate. First class.
Dave, you've had one at mine. It's like the wafer that's got the caramel in the middle, circular thing.
Oh, the wee tiny thing.
No, it was about that size.
Aye,
No, I
quite
didn't know
large,
what
like.
you were-
Quite
Yeah,
large
idea
size.
what
I've never had one of them at yours, Gav.
You weren't there that time.
Convenient.
It was obviously just me.
I maybe only offered one to Dave and he turned it down. But yeah, so with a strip waffle, Liam, do you put it on top of your cup of tea and melt it in the inside?
Absolutely not. I just demolish it. I'm not wasting any time.
Dave and Stephen look confused. So what you do with these biscuits? They're big enough to go in the top of the rim of your cup. You put it on some people put it on the cup and it melts the caramel on the inside and gets the biscuit softer, and then have that with your tea after, or you can just have it harder.
My mum brought me some home from her holiday and they were like covered in white chocolate. Oh my god.
Wow!
Unreal, like. Unreal.
Have any had the Oreos that are covered in white chocolate?
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
had them.
No, that's a
I'm not a
biscuit.
big fan of Oreos, mate.
Oh my god. Oreos are class, man. Even better in milkshake form. See a milkshake Oreo?
Oreo milkshake.
That does stuff for me, by aye. Especially when you get them when you go to like a burger place and you get them served in like one of the big silver containers. It's called a cup, but it's just
Keeps it cold.
Aye. Let's we'll finish up with food talk and we'll keep this going next week. But yeah, so I think we'll finish up there with the podcast. It's obviously been more of a different one, but more a laid back one this week. Just sort of chatting some nonsense about who would go for a pint with and stuff. We've got some podcasts coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're trying to organise an interview with somebody, with the next player. We're organising somebody, another Liam, not this Liam, but a different Liam, is organising a draft, which is going to be quite exciting. And then we've got a big quiz coming as well, which we're excited about. Dave, you're kind of working hard on that, aren't you?
It's going to be the big fat Hibs talk quiz of the year.
Aye.
And I swear to God, it's going to be the best thing ever.
A bit frustrating we have to do it over the internet, but we'll make the best of it. And so we've got plenty of content still coming out the next few weeks. So what you guys got planned for this week? Obviously stuck in the house, but what you've got planned?
That's a good way to end, Gav.
Bring him back down. Liam, what you got planned?
I'm working from home tomorrow, and then I might go to the kitchen. I might, I don't know. Possibilities are endless.
And outside of work, what you got planned to keep yourself busy outside of work once you finish?
My missus has just signed up for Disney Plus, so I'm going to nick her account and watch everything on that.
I signed up to that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a wee bit disappointed in it.
Really?
I think if you've got kids, it'd be great, but other than that, I'm still a bit fine. But I don't enough. But
Dave will be happy then because him and his Pac-Man pillows could watch it.
Well, we yourself, Stephen, you got planned
My
this week?
Pac-Man pillows are decent. Shut up.
Just working here, mate. Usual
Aye.
shite. Right.
Aye. You got the kids this week, or you got the break from that this week?
No, I had my break this week, so that's the only reason I'm able to do this.
Right.
So, back with him. Lucky me.
How you finding
No,
that? I can understand your frustration. It's a difficult time. How you finding keeping them entertained and stuff? It must be quite difficult.
Well, it's not really been my problem the first week of lockdown, so I don't know. I'll be asking Louise for some tips.
Right. Aye.
Nah, just crack on, mate.
I was speaking to one of my mates about
That football you've got on, Stephen, now is an absolute shocker, to be fair.
Aye.
What's
That's
that?
Scotland, the
Yeah,
pink
it was
Scotland
brutal,
one,
like.
with the yellow bit across the middle
The
of it.
fruit salad one.
It's
Aye.
horrible.
I know it is.
Why are you wearing it?
Because I've got everyone. It was the first one that came to hand.
What you just said about naked. Oh, I'm going to video for the.
Pretty much.
I'm going to video for the podcast. I better just chuck a top on. Oh, there's the fruit salad Scotland, and that'll be.
That's it.
I
Exactly.
don't understand how that's the first one that comes to hand. It means that you've been wearing it regularly.
Exactly, because I
On
always
top of the pile.
I always wear the same clothes all the time, and then I have to flip my drawers every now and then to try and change it up, Ken.
No,
And then the
see, I
stuff
always
that
take
you
mine
didn't
to the
fit.
bottom, though. I always take my tops to the bottom. So I'm
Why?
not wearing the same thing every day.
But so you went through the effort of going
It's
to
a
the
bold strategy.
So we'll finish up there, folks. As I said, enjoy your weeks, whatever you're up to. Stay safe, guys. What you'd like to say? Thanks for coming on today.
No
Cheers,
worries,
mate.
man.
Cheers.
And as they follow us at HFC Talk, make sure you subscribe to the podcast, and we'll be back next week.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
You should probably move on to food talk for there. Like, right, we spoke about food a wee bit there.
Aye.
Move on to food talk. Quite a good segue, Gavin. See, basically, I'm hosting.
You're the brains behind Operation Dave.
Just wait till we do this fucking quiz, by the way. I'll not be back on this. That'll be my last ever episode. I'll be snapped up.
See you on Channel 4 in the new year.
Aye, because I'm making it. Do you all watch Friends?
Yes.
Nah.
No. Oh, well.
Aye.
I'm going to say I'm going to make it like Bamboozled. I'm just going to be like, let's play.
You've been bamboozled.
Aye. All these different fucking rules and that. Liam, that was really funny, by the way. It just, you didn't get the context.
Aye. Obviously. Can tell by the laughter.
Yeah. I can hear my birds laughing and everything.